Okay guys, welcome to another video. I watched the video that I just did a little bit, and one of the things I can say, I'm a mumbler. I tend to mumble into the microphone, so I'm really working on really ensuring that I get a consistent volume for you guys so you can hear me. I can obviously make some adjustments later in my editing software. However, I tend to not want to do those adjustments. So let me, forgive me if I'm speaking loudly into the microphone. It sounds a bit ridiculous. I'm really trying to make sure that you can hear me clearly. One of the things that we did in the last video, we looked at where to install Emacs, where to install the different program, or where the programs are installed based on how you install it and what the folders mean. In this video, we're going to look at how to start Emacs from the command line. And I'm going to give you a couple of these different ways of starting Emacs from the command line. Let's actually split the screen and open up a command line down at the bottom here. And the other thing that we can do is we can do something I haven't been doing, which is turning on the keycast toggle so that you can see any of the, make sure whether it's a capital, you can see right here the functions that I'm running when I run a particular function, and that might be a little helpful in terms of understanding how Emacs is working. So options to start Emacs. One of them here is to load Emacs without an init or a splash screen. We're using the Emacs program here. This is the program that is on our path. It's all of my Emacs programs. I've got 4 different configurations that I use for different desktops. Mostly they have different feed configurations. They get fed different data. They have different themes, so it's easier for me. But that would be starting it with a path. So here we start with emacs.q. You can see it opens up right away. We've got an Emacs program. That is one way that you can start your Emacs. This would be how you would start Emacs if you had installed, you did sudo apt install Emacs. You would then just go ahead and you would just start Emacs. The capital Q, and you go ahead and you could start that. Now in my case, I actually have, well, it's not launched the full configuration, but if you do have a full configuration, you launch it with -Q, then it's not going to launch that full configuration. And so that's a good thing. You may not want to do that, especially if you're troubleshooting Emacs. No site file is another way that you can do the same thing. Launch it with no site file. Here you get the splash screen. So this is a little bit interesting if you want to go through the tutorial, the guided tour, read the manual. You've got some things here, customize startup, which you could ignore. And there's some other things you can learn about here. So that's maybe a little bit of a better way if you're just starting out with Emacs. You can start it from the command line is with the no splash screen. Now, one other way here is you can start it with starting a particular file. This is with the -L, so we're using the -Q, so we have no splash screen. This one has the splash screen. Let's just zoom that up a little bit. This one here has the splash screen. This one here has no splash screen. And this one here has no splash screen and it has this L. So we're going to open up this program. It's going to launch this program. How do we know that it's launching that program? Well, that's why I've started this. I have the program right here. You can see we've got some code inside there. We'll launch that up. You can see program erase buffer, empties everything on the buffer. Then it inserts some hashtags. This is grab that off. Actually, AI did that for me. AI did this one as well, but it made a mistake. I had to edit it, so that was kind of annoying. This is the program insert. Again, this is the same thing. That is in tutorial.el. So if we start tutorial.el, we would expect to see that when we launch it up. So let's go ahead and launch it up. You can see there it is. That is the Emacs Poseidon, the name of my text editor. And so there you go. So that's how you can launch a file. That's relevant because we are going to be using that to launch our early-init.el. And that is going to basically bootstrap our entire system. So that's good news. That's what we want. A couple of ways to start Emacs from the command line. Let's have a look here. Load a specific file. Here you can do this again. You can have a specific directory, a folder where you want to put your user files, emacs.d. So this might be like this. You could launch Emacs like that. I'm not going to run that command because it's going to launch up Emacs and it's going to load a full Emacs. I don't really want to do that right now. But here are a couple of examples of the same type of thing that you could do. And here's the order, sitelist.el. This one goes first, this one goes second, this one goes third. You can customize these files. We're going to be customizing this one and customizing this one, and that's what we care about. All right, so here we've got emacs.d, load the early init. This one is the one which will launch my full Emacs program. And again, which Emacs program it's going to start, they're all kind of different. So if it starts that up, we're not going to run that right now. I've got 4 different programs, and we will get to how we could do that. But that's how you would do that. The other thing that we could do here is just go ahead and just close this Emacs program right here. And we can start up the Emacs, start up this one. This is has a different theme in the background. You can see it's got the Poseidon editor. It's got the splash screen. Got some quotes, various quotes, things like that. And this one is a different theme. So here we are, we're in the study activity. So we can go to the study activity here, and we can look at the path here, and you can see from here we could actually launch the one that we were working with, which is the one that has the blue background, which matches the blue screen that's behind me. So we'll open that one back up again. And to open that, we do this one here. And that is the one we were working with in the first place, as the proper background. So here we are in the study on the desktop, and of course you can close this one out. And here we are, we're back here. We can close out some files. We have to add the debugging, put that back. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys how you can launch Emacs from the command line, and the different arguments, some of the different arguments that you can use when you're launching Emacs, because we're going to be using that when we get into building our Emacs configuration. So thanks very much for watching. We're looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.